When it comes to scary stories, there are plenty out there in the dark of night that can certainly give us the heebie-jeebies. However, most scary stories are usually fiction, right? What if I told you that the 5 stories I'm about to show you today were in fact real, and that they are definitely some of the scariest stories I've got to share? Well then, sit back, relax, and prepare for goosebumps as I show you my top 5 scariest stories. Enjoy.
I got a question for you. Have you ever hired someone to paint your house and find out that they could potentially be a murderer? Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, TheFearRaiser, here bringing you another story for your viewing pleasure. Alright, so let's get into the story. So the story, okay? The story is a freaking freaky story that happened to us, I think, about last year. So when my mom was younger, probably like in her teens, she went to school with this girl named Dana Bradley. And Dana Bradley ended up getting murdered here. What had happened was, this was like before Christmas, I think, or something, and they found her, you know, she was like lying with her like face to the sky, but of course she was hit over the head with something and killed. So there you go. I don't know why I explained to you how she died, but I just did, okay? It wasn't that bad, but still, don't kill people. Okay, so now to get into the painter part. Okay, so last year we wanted to paint our kitchen, I think, or something. Yeah, we wanted to paint the inside of our house. And anyways, there was these 2 guys, okay, that came in the house, and, you know, there was something really odd about them. Like, they looked like bad news. I kind of kept to myself about it, but they just looked like bad news to me. You know that look? You can just tell some people are just bad news. And I was just looking at them. Later on, they painted our house, or they painted or whatever, and then they were gone. And I remember I was in the car with my mom, and I was just like, Mom, those painters, they look like bad news, or there's something off about those painters for some reason. And she told me she ended up like firing them. But turns out one of the painters had confessed. And I think he just brought this up in conversation. Just like, oh yeah, I did it. He confessed that he was the one that killed the girl. Now, this guy kind of had some weird problems. But, apparently he was the same guy who lived next door to one of my other friends who had come outside and just started screaming and confessing that he did it. So, it's just really, it's a really weird freaking story. But with that being said, guys, that was my scary story. Could have potentially got killed, but it didn't happen. Because maybe he just wasn't in the mood. Maybe he's only after, I don't know, maybe he just didn't like me. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, TheFearRaiser, and I want to say that I hope you're all having a fantastic weekend, okay? Alright, so this scary story, okay? This scary story takes place when I was in Florida. I've been to Florida probably 10 times now in my life, on vacation-wise anyways. Sunny beaches, sunny days with, you know, the really hot beaches. This was probably maybe like the 4th or 5th time I was in Florida. And there was this golf course, this mini golf course. So, it was a really hot day, and we had just been there, me, my father, a friend of mine was with me as well, and I think maybe my brother. And we were there, and the sun was just beating down on us. And me, of course, I wanted a drink. I wanted a nice, quenching drink. Thirst quenching. When you're so warm, and you just need a drink. So, I looked at my dad, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go get a drink. And there wasn't any, like, places to get anything to drink in the Magic Golf Volcano Mountain. So I was walking, and I noticed there was a guy and a girl, and they seemed to be getting into a bit of a ruckus.
They were, you know, fighting. But the thing is, when I got a good look at them, they didn't really look like they were a couple. They weren't a couple. They looked like they were in their 20s. But the guy, he was like in a business suit, and the girl was pretty underdressed. So, I don't know if you're getting the picture. It looked a little odd. That as I was walking and they were fighting, the guy noticed I was looking at them. Now, keep in mind, I wasn't just standing there and watching. I was kind of like glancing as I walk by. And there was a gun right there in his pants, in his pocket, or whatever the hell it was. He saw me. He lifted that up to show that he had a gun. He didn't take it out, but he showed it to me. He showed it off as I was walking, and it was a pretty clear sign that he was telling me to back off, which was really frightening because I had no intention to get involved with him in the first place. I just wanted to go to freaking Popeyes, man. I just wanted a drink at Popeyes. And I literally just sped up. I'm like, nope, 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 nope. Oh, I just stubbed my toe. Oh, that hurt. Oh, God. I ran into Popeyes. And that was a weird thing, too. It was literally all these people. All these really big people, too. And they all just stared at me. I looked so foreign to them, apparently. But it was kind of funny. And I'm like, can I have a drink? And they gave me a large one. Like, their large is large. It's freaking, like, massive. It's like half the size of my freaking torso.
But it was really good, and it was really thirst quenching, so I'm not gonna complain. Hey, what's up, guys? Oh, excuse me. Oh, this is a big yawn. Big yawn.
I am so sorry. So, I'm not funny. So what happened was there was this day. Okay, I was with some friends, and we decided we wanted to see a movie. Now, this movie, okay, is not a movie I was proud to see, because this movie turned out to be probably the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. And that movie was called Movie 43. Anyways, the point of the matter is, we were going to go see that movie. So the next day, a blizzard decides to roll around. Now, where I'm from, the wind is really bad. So, you know, anytime it snows, usually it's pretty, like, blizzardy out, which is never fun, and it kind of gets in the way of plans. But we were not going to let this weather stop our plans, okay? We were not going to let this stop us from seeing that movie. So my friend comes and gets me, we get the others, and we head off. So what had happened was we were driving towards the mall, which was where the theater was. Now what happened was on the side of these roads, there was little dips, okay? Kind of like you've got the road and then on the sides are little dips. So with the combination of the wind, the icy roads, and this dip, the person driving the car ended up driving in this dip by accident, just one wheel of the car. What pretty much happened when she did that was that we lost traction on the road. So the car literally started to slip and slide uncontrollably down this road. Now, you know, what made this even worse was that there was oncoming traffic. We were going pretty quick, pretty fast, and we lost traction. The car was pretty much swerving down the road. We couldn't stop it. And there was literally a giant truck in the other lane coming at us. And we almost got hit by this truck. It was actually a very close call. But luckily, we ended up swerving out of the way, you know, not slamming on the brakes, but kind of like doing proper maneuvers to slow the car down. And we just kind of, we stopped. We finally stopped in the middle of the road, and we just kind of... Honestly, it all happened in the blink of an eye, and we just kind of paused for a second to, like, collect our thoughts and be like, holy crap, that just happened. But luckily, we were okay. We lived. We didn't get hit. And the car wasn't stuck or anything during this blizzard, which was good news. So, you know, either way, we ended up collecting our thoughts, being like, holy crap. Then we continued the drive, and luckily it didn't happen again. And then we went to the movie theater, and we watched this horrible movie. So if we died that night, it would have been for a horrible reason. Because, well, dying is horrible anyways, but it wouldn't have been worth it, okay? The movie sucked. People actually got up and left. It was just... Don't see the movie, okay?
Well, salutations, everybody! It's me, Kermit the Frog, and today I'm going to be looking for Miss Piggy! Yeah! What is happening to me?
Alright, so this story takes place... I think it was like about... How old am I? Maybe like 3 years ago. I think it was 4 years ago. And I had gone to Halifax. Apparently crime has gone up a lot in Halifax, in the city of Halifax. So I had gone to Halifax to visit and see the place. But anyway, so we had gone on one of those bus tours. You ever been to like on vacation, you get on the bus and you drive around? And of course, like obviously it's the first time we've been there, and I mean, we're gonna do all of the tourist stuff. I mean, who doesn't do that when you're a tourist, right? I mean, when you're a tourist, you obviously have to look the part, am I right? Ladies and gentlemen, am I right? And this bus, which was really cool because it turned into a boat. It was a bus and a boat. But so, when we were in bus mode, I guess, and we were driving around the city, and I saw some guy getting in like a fight with these dudes. Like it was like a big fight was happening. But they were going at it. And I kind of just, you know, I kind of just took into account the people. They just looked, I don't know, I just remember faces really easily. But I had saw them fighting and I was like, oh my god, what's going on over there? And I pointed it out to my family, but no one else really noticed. Is that when we had gone back to our hotel and we turned on the news, it had said on the news that a man had been murdered on the street. And when it showed the picture, it was the guy who was in that fight with those other guys. This man that was alive during my bus tour is now dead. So, this happened about last November, 2013. I had actually just brought my girlfriend home. So, literally, like 5 minutes after bringing her home, you know, I'm driving on this long road, and all of a sudden, my tire, it, like, exploded. It was like, pfft. Now, my tires have popped before, and never has it made a noise like this. And I turn off my music, I pull over to the side of the road, and I look around, I'm like, what on earth happened? And I look at my back wheel, and the tire popped. I thought I ran over something really sharp, like a nail on the road or something. So anyways, I was stranded. I called my dad. He came and got me. For about a week, I was just, you know, living my life without a car, which sucks, by the way. The first day or two, my dad, he came up to me and he's like, you know, Jordan, your tire looks really suspicious. It's really suspicious how that blew up out of nowhere. I'm like, yeah, I know, but honestly, I didn't really think too much about it. The next day, he came back and he's like, you know, that doesn't look like a normal, like, you know, hole that would be made from something running over something on the road. This is what he said. He's like, I think someone shot your car. That is just not something that I would ever think was happening. Would happen to me. So it was becoming very, you know, apparent that I didn't run over something, that something was, someone shot at me. And you know what? We ended up bringing the wheel, okay, to the police. And they later confirmed that it was a gunshot. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, ever since then, I've been very, very skeptical on where I drive now. I didn't take the same way for a while, because it was very scary, and like anyone, I was pretty, you know, scared to go that way. But, you know, the thing that's always on my mind is that what if whoever shot my car, what if they had been aiming that rifle at me? And I didn't even know. I was a sitting duck out there.